Look at that.
And we're live.
Look at that. That is wonderful. I just realized that I probably do have just gone down 2 notches. There we go. Alrighty. This is already much more successful than last time. So before I do anything, I want to give a big, huge, massive thank you to Capjack for taking over on the technical side of things. This already looks and seems to be running a lot smoother. And I need to not read the captions coming up on the stream because that's going to confuse me as I read things I said about 1.5 seconds ago. Alrighty, so there's all of that done. Alrighty. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the channel. I am the Bardic Knock. You can find me on the internet, Twitter, Twitch, Patreon, and YouTube, all as the Bardic Knock. We are going to be playing the first official session after our session 0 last week at the Kingdom Hearts Dreams of Nobody. This is being played using the Interstitial, our Hearts Intertwined system. That was made by Riley Hopkins. You can find them on Twitter at Rybread. Rev like a reverend, rye like the bread, and bread like the thing that people like to go and get, I suppose. Yeah, so I will give a recap of what is currently about to go on in the game. Other than that, I will throw over to the other wonderful faces and whatnot you can see on the screen. But before that, hey, Nerds of Dice, it's an awesome place. Check it out. There's a Discord you can check out where there's other games that are either looking for people or are looking to do stuff. There'll be more games in the future. Always happy to bring new people in, do stuff like that. So there's the Discord, which the link should be down below. There's of course here on Twitch, which you can subscribe to because we hit affiliate, which is pretty cool to do that. Or if you don't want to do that, you can follow, which is also really nice to keep up to date on all the cool stuff that's happening. And of course, then there is the Twitter, which is at NerdsWDice. Go check all that stuff out. It's a really awesome community. Teddy is an amazing human being for getting all this up and running. So that is the selling. I did pitch. I pitched the thing. Alrighty. Capjack, I believe you are beneath me. Please say words of introduction.
Hello, everybody. I am Capjack, and today I will be playing the wonderful Sirish, who is, well, a cat. And, well, that's who they are for now.
Very important. Yeah, we can kind of leave it at that for now. It's so strange after I've just had to sit and talk for like a good 5 minutes. Like, oh yeah, people can. You only need to say like 2 sentences each, don't you? Half the time. All right. Next up would be Kay. Kay, who are you?
Hey, I'm Kay, aka Undead Kay, and I am playing Xylene, the not super edge queen. I had to think of something that rhymed. I don't know. Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
All right.
And I'm not a cat.
Yet. And finally, we have Lauren. Lauren, who are you?
Hello, I am Lauren. I play Rissix, your friendly neighborhood mystic and mom friend.
That is a really good, solid introduction. Sorry, I'm so used to these introductions because of all the other games I run, where the introductions always go terribly, terribly wrong. I think it's my fault usually, but that was clean and concise, and I'm confused and I don't like it.
What can I say? I'm a professional.
All right. So to give a brief recap, because not loads happened last session. We spent most of it doing the stuff you should do in a session 0, discuss lines, veils, all that. We've got all that. We figured it out. I believe we wrote it down somewhere. Someone wrote it down. And we've got our safety tools in place, which, once again, you just should have. And then we introduced the characters. We created the Union, which is a thing that exists, full of nobodies who are up to some nefarious task. Or maybe it's not nefarious and we're all making wild assumptions because, I don't know. We established we are team 6 through 9. We just don't talk about what happened to number 8. We don't talk about that.
What?
We don't talk about what happened to number 8.
Huh? I don't know what you're talking about.
Exactly. Yeah. No. And then we were given not a mission, we were given several missions to choose from. And we decided, hey, let's go check out the Muppet Theatre. There's some stuff going on there. We stepped through a portal. And that is where we ended the session. So, let's start things off. As the three of you step through this portal of darkness, for those who are not super familiar with Kingdom Hearts stuff, it's literally just like a little door, like a little portal opens up, you step through it, and I think it creates like long tunnels that you just kind of walk through, and then you end up somewhere else. You don't question it. Darkness is a very metaphorical but also literal physical thing in Kingdom Hearts, so the less we think about it and talk about it, the better. And so you walk out the other side, you step out, and immediately you seem to have arrived in what you can only really describe as a swamp, perhaps. Something definitely akin to that. There is greenery all around you, although the floor doesn't feel as one would assume a swamp should feel. The floor feels very wooden and solid. If you look a little bit closer, even the trees don't look entirely accurate trees. They seem, once again, wooden, kind of flat and two-dimensional, as if they're propped up. There is a log, and upon the log sits a frog, a large felt puppet-like frog, strumming slowly on a banjo. You notice the entire area goes dark, and a spotlight shines on this frog as a few simple notes are played out. And this is why we're part of banjo. No.
Be pretty impressive, though.
No, this frog starts playing, and how far into me doing an impression of Kermit the Frog singing a song do you reckon we can get before we get DMCA claimed?
I think you can have a maximum of 30 seconds. I wouldn't push it.
Okay. So
I thought
we
that
can
counted under cover, though. Because covers are... it's a question mark. It's
I have a friend
So it's
who's
a
an
cover
IT
of a
lawyer. I can
cover.
ask her. I want to say it may fall under fair use.
Yeah.
And plus, this game is a cover of a cover of a cover. It's covers all the way down.
If anyone asks, this is a parody.
It sure is.
Look, if you lean far enough into an impression, it could become a parody.
Yeah. So, oh gosh. See, this is the only thing. Like, literally, last week I've been doing very little else other than watching Muppet videos and taking in. And now I've just created a weird pressure on myself. Like, oh, don't mess it up, Bardic. Come on, you've worked on this and you've told people you worked on this. So.
A few weeks ago, I did a game where I was supposed to be doing a Devonshire accent. It was not that. I worked on it for weeks, and then live, it was not that. So I think you're fine.
Oh dear. So, oh gosh, where does it go? So, banjo goes do 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 do. I don't know why I'm pretending I have a banjo. This is not how one plays a banjo, but. So, why are there so many songs about rainbows? And what's on the other side? And I forgot the next line of the lyrics because I don't have them loaded up. And so anyhow, yes, there's that. Immediately, as that happens, all the lights flick back on, and you hear two old voices kind of laughing and grumbling to themselves. Like, you can't particularly make out the words they say. They're a little too far away as their heckles just jeer out. And the frog on stage kind of goes, hey, hi, sorry, I don't know, excuse me, I don't think you're supposed to be on the stage here. Hello, you three?
Two.
It's very nice. Two. There's only two of you. Oh, sorry. Yeah. It's very nice that the fans here just stepped up on stage, but we're kind of in the middle of a rehearsal here. If you wouldn't mind.
You call that a rehearsal? Oh, I thought it was a dead rehearsal.
Oh my god.
Question. Are we, in fact, Muppety in appearance?
Well, this is exactly what I was going to ask you. Technically, yes, that should be an option. I believe mechanically there is something the friend can do, but I think that's just about like outfits and whatnot. So, and the Muppets are weird because there's Muppets, but then there's also not Muppets who exist in the Muppet world because they hang out and talk with celebrities and real life human actors. So I believe it is entirely your personal choice right now as a player if you wish to be a Muppet or not.
I want to be a Muppet.
I want to be a Muppet.
I've been thinking about this all week. I want to be a Muppet.
Okay.
Pretty sure I've established which Muppet I am.
Out of curiosity, Camp Jack, are you both of them as a one entity? So they each have one Katia.
That is a fantastic question, and are they a single entity? Because, wow, that's a question. Oh, God. You know what? Yup, sure.
I do not believe they have ever been separated from each other. They only ever appear together. There is never a scene with just Statler or just Waldorf. They are always together.
Yup. All right.
Marley and Marley.
Okay. So, you are Muppets. How does being a Muppet change anything about you? How do you feel about being a Muppet? What is going on as all the lights are turning on and you are very much aware that you are stood center stage?
Okay, so, Rissix looks like a monster Muppet, like one of the ones with like kind of fur. If you've ever watched a Muppet show, Abby, I guess is her name, like that. So like hot pink, short fur, still the, green hair pulled up in like a messy mom bun. Same clothes, just on a fuzzy Muppet. So yeah, significantly shorter in size. I guess probably about as tall as, say, like Sam the Eagle or something.
Mm-hmm.
Just gonna look down, look at my hands, and go,
Okay, what does Eileen the Muppet look like?
I feel like Xylene is kind of one of those, not really monster, but you know where it's like the quote unquote human, but like with the weird colored felt. So almost like a lighter pink felt, you know, googly eyes, round nose, wild blue hair. And I am just like observing my hands in confusion and trying to avoid the people underneath moving around, trying to ignore them. I'm very confused.
This is so good. So I feel I need to ask, just as GM to player, why is Rissik so frustrated? Like, is Rissik familiar with this, or just like, I am a what?
I am going to say that she has been in the Sesame Street world before. Since legally speaking, Muppets and Sesame Street are two different entities.
That is very true. They have crossover, but they are technically separate entities. So,
Yeah, thank you, the 90s.
Oh wow, that's.
Sorry, I really love Muppets. I know a lot. I wanted to be a Muppeteer as a kid, so
Yeah.
I made. I've been making like little puppets and stuff. So
that's so good. That's
It's wonderful.
that has just filled my heart with so much love and wonder, and I'm so happy I get to do this. Okay, so with that, we all know it's Kermit. Like, I'm just gonna stop saying the frog. Like, Kermit will kind of
frog.
hop. The frog. He kind of does his little drop. Or no, regular voice, then switch to Kermit. I cannot start GMing in Kermit voice. It'll become a mess. So
The
You
whole game,
could. I
Kermit's
mean, there's
actually
literally
running the
nothing
entire-
stopping you, and it's in character, and do what you want.
So Kermit kind of hops off, and you don't really see his legs move. All the camera shots are from a waist up for convenience, but every now and then you just see this really slow, janky leg movement. He kind of crosses over and goes, hi, hello, so, you know what, I don't think I've ever seen you in Muppets before. Are you new here? Or, sorry, I try to do my best to learn everybody's names, but I must have just, forgotten yours, obviously, sorry.
Hey, Frog. Yeah, we're new. You can call me Rissix.
Well, it's a pleasure to meet you, Rissix. Are you here to join the show, or you just? I'm very confused. I'm sorry, I didn't quite get your name there, Miss
Xylene.
Xylene.
We're interns. Just sort of feeling out the job, I guess. First day, kind of new.
Oh, okay, yeah. That actually makes a lot of sense. So clearly somebody got the directions all mixed up and muddled up. Hey, Stadler, Waldorf.
You call this a show? Yeah, more of a horror show.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, your comments do not remotely hurt my self-esteem. Would you mind taking these two interns and taking them like backstage? Maybe set them up in the green room. I think we're lost.
The green room? Yeah, you know all about that. Go this way, come on. And they ambulate off the balcony.
Oh, I feel I've given Capjack too much power here. Okay. So, Stadler and Waldorf start to lead you off towards the green room backstage. I don't know how they move from a balcony down to where you are on the stage, but they just do. I like the idea that they just disappear and reappear, or they
Camera transition.
Yeah, just whoop, wipe. They're on the stage, and they'll start leading you off. I assume you follow them. You know that this is actually your friend because they'll each have a single cat ear. I like to imagine,
And cat eyes now.
and cat eyes, of course.
Ping pong ball cat eyes. That's weird.
Oh goodness. I feel like it's gonna haunt my nightmares later. It's fine.
Thought about it after I said it and didn't like it, but that's all right.
We're here now.
I'm absolutely positive that somewhere in the internet, someone has drawn like cat girl versions of Stadler and Waldorf.
If they haven't, you just what is it?
Rule
I
34.
forget which. No, Rule 34 is if it exists. There's lewd art of it. There's one that is, but I don't know. I don't remember the internet rule, but you have just willed it into existence. Is the thing here?
Yep, and I am surprisingly okay with that. Okay, so as Stadler and Waldorf guide you off stage and start to walk through, you notice that, well, you don't notice, you just see, you can notice it, it's there. Other words, because I keep repeating myself when I'm trying to say other words. This theater is huge. Like, as you walk off stage, you see that there are levels upon levels upon levels of like catwalks and runs, and there's just countless puppets running around, all doing different things. Some are very wacky looking, some are very standard looking, and this is probably like the most hectic theater you have ever seen, if you've ever seen a theater at all. And you could probably just merge in here and no one would ever notice or remember who you are because there's just so much going on. It's wild. You could also just disappear here. Like, you could easily take this opportunity to go, all right, I'm disappearing, I'm going to go explore and find out what's what. Does anybody have, or does anyone like want to specifically do that, or are you just very happy going and finding the green room and maybe trying to figure out what your mission even is here, because it was very vague?
I'm okay with going to the green room.
Same. That's
now.
where, yeah. I figure if anything's out of the ordinary, maybe it might start there. And if not, hey, maybe Vincent Price is hanging out.
Right? Or at least
I
we
totally
could,
missed
like,
an
maybe
opportunity to be
meet
Vincent
some-
Price. Oh well.
We could also, like, meet some Muppets along the way, see if they've noticed anything out of place.
Yeah. Okay.
Hey,
So-
what's our mission anyway?
I don't know yet. Keep your eyes open, all 4 of them, and yeah, let's just poke around, start asking questions, look for just anything odd. I mean, odd for a theater filled with
Muppets.
Muppets.
Well, you look for odd. The two of us are even. Oh, I can't stop it.
Does it hurt?
Little bit.
I kind of want to scratch your ears in comfort, but your appearance kind of makes that feel a little weird right now. I'm gonna just do it anyway. Scritch, scritch, scritch.
Oh, this is good. It sure is. Ho, 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 ho. This is so creepy. I hate it.
Okay.
Meow.
So there is something you could do here. As a mechanic here, there is a basic move called Deep Dive, and that is when you confront the situation in front of you, you can ask questions. So if that is something, I don't know if you want to do it right this second, or maybe wait until you come across someone and actually, I do my job as the DM and try and lay out like plot threads, but that is definitely something to consider. So you head into the green room. It's kind of alive. The room is not green. It's quite comfortable, quite standard. There's a collection of not super comfortable looking sofas, but they're there. There's sofas. There's a tea and coffee station. There's like small buffet, like a craft food table, I believe is what the American
Craft services, yeah.
Craft services, that's the name.
Mhm.
Those are one of them, and you see people. Well, you see Muppets kind of just walking, popping on through, sometimes grabbing, and just you don't really comprehend how they eat, but every now and then you just see one go, "Rah, rah, rah, rah," and the food disappears. Once again, there's a lot of active movement going on in here, and there's not much calm. There is one person, Muppet, who they seem fairly nervous. They seem to create like a small space for themselves in the center of the room, and kind of pacing backwards and forwards, kind of pulling a little handkerchief out of a pocket and kind of like dabbing their fuzzy head, as they seem to be reciting or practicing something to themselves.
I'm currently looking around the room, wondering why they call it a green room if it's not green.
So what does that Muppet look like that's doing that?
Well, they have quite. Don't punch the mic. Don't do that.
Got, I mean, did thunder effect there?
Yeah. Okay, so they have quite large eyes, large circular eyes that are fairly like on the center of the head. They have two small curled ears. They have a brownish, yellowish tint to their fur. In their hand, they're holding like a small bowler hat, and they seem to have like a little bow tie that occasionally does a little spin around. They've got a little, I think it's like a reddish pink nose, and they don't really look like an animal, but if you had to take a guess, it is definitely something vaguely resembling a bear.
Okay, calm. So,
You go ahead.
I guess-
I'm muttering to myself.
okay, Rissix is going to notice the kind of very anxious appearance and kind of slide over. Are you okay?
Ah! Oh! Wait, that's not the voice. Hang on. Wagga wagga! Fuzzy bear! Here! I'm just making noises.
Think
that's
silly
kinda going-
Yoda.
Yes! So, Fuzzy bear! It's up here! I think that's... And then I lost it. Damn it! I had it. Wrong. I'm gonna stress out over this way too much. Hang on. I know one way I can get into it. Like, I'm really excited today, and that's no yoke. You get it? Yoke, eggs, wagga wagga.
So, are there eggs around, or?
No, I don't think the joke really works. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you kind of need the eggs as the setup. I think is your problem here.
Yeah. So, do you have any eggs? Maybe.
I don't, but there seem to be an awful lot of chickens running around, so you might want to ask them. Hey, speaking of people running around.
Yeah.
So you haven't seen anything like weird or unusual around here the past couple of days, have you? Just out of, curiosity.
Well, it depends on what you really consider to be weird. I mean, look at me. I guess you could say it's kind of weird. All of a sudden, Kermit just decided that he didn't really want to do the emceeing for a night or two. He said he had other things going on, and so he just kind of threw it to me, and I'm like, oh, okay, I'll take the reins. It's the Fuzzy Bear Show. But
Bear show
And,
indeed. Yeah, I can barely stand him.
oh God, yikes. Why did they have to be here? They always upset me.
So Kermit, he's the frog with the banjo, right?
Yeah, Kermit.
Okay. Okay.
He's like the boss.
And he doesn't take vacation ever, or
Ever?
You know what? I don't think I ever saw him take a break. No, he's always here. He's always working. He's doing his best.
all right,
But-
well, thanks for that. And like I said, if you wanna do the yoke joke thing, might want to bring out some chickens or something like that with you. You know, you kind of need the audience to buy into your act. Just don't bring eggs out of nowhere.
Okay. I think I can work with that. So, okay, so maybe if I don't do eggs, maybe what if I did, a hat's funny. I could do something with the hat. You know?
I mean, sure, it's I feel like bowler hats are kind of an inherently funny article of clothing. What do you think?
Yeah, like
Violin.
hats off. Off the stage, you mean?
Yeah, no. Hats are definitely, funny. Sometimes, I think.
And hats, no joke.
See? There you go. You had the hat. You did the reference. Remember that.
You got that right, that's no joke! No! I can't stop! See that, like, the
So-
Muppet mouth, like, twitching as trying to
does that.
contain.
It does that Kermit like lip curling, like.
Mhm.
So we're gonna leave you to that, and good luck.
Well, all right. Thank you very much. Wait, what's your names? I don't know who you are, but thank you.
Yeah, we're new. I'm
Oh.
Rissix.
Xylene. Also,
Oh.
confidence would go a long way.
Oh well. Don't worry. Buy that. Is that a thing you could just buy? Is that like a drink?
Oh,
Uh,
I know plenty of drinks that'll give you confidence, but honey, you probably don't want to go on stage with them.
Probably not, no.
All right. Well, I think I'm gonna work with the hat angle. The hat seems to work.
Yep, you've got
whatever.
this.
Yeah,
What other kinds of hats? Maybe.
yeah. What kind of hats are funny? Tricorns.
The jester hat thing, isn't that
Oh,
supposed to be
those-
stereotypical? Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
jesters are supposed to be funny. You could
Supposed
use
to
a
be.
jester hat. Fedoras, I don't.
Fedora? I don't even know her.
You're getting there.
So
You'll
you've
get
already
there.
got a joke
You're getting
ready.
there. Yeah.
Let's get out of here before this gets more awkward.
Yeah. Okay. We're going to over there. If you need us, we'll be
Over there.
somewhere else.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go raid the costume supply, see if they've got any hats.
Good for
Alright.
you. You do that.
Thank you for your help. And
Okay,
by the way,
bye.
I'm Ozzy Bear. You can catch me tonight, I guess. All right. Bye.
Break a leg! 2 of them if we're lucky!
I'm gonna do that awkward, like, Muppet, like, side hop thing to move from one spot to the next. To go over there.
What is this?
This is life now.
Apparently.
Don't give us the toy box if you don't want us to play the game.
No. Okay. So, Fozzie Bear had no real information for you. Aside from just Kermit seems fairly distracted as of late and is kind of pulling back from a lot of his regular duties, as it would seem. Fozzie said he's going off to costume, so you know where that is, in one direction. The other direction could lead anywhere. There's countless directions. It's a theater. Where in a theater are you interested in going and researching and maybe finding what you're supposed to be doing?
This sounds like a perfect time to roll a deep dive.
Yeah.
That is a good question. All right, if anyone wants to do that, deep dive, you roll with your heart? Yes, with heart.
Yeah.
So, I also have a move called I Know This Because. When you deep dive and have a familiarity with the situation, instead of asking a question, the GM asks you one of them. This takes the place of one of your questions.
Okay.
But I have to roll first, I believe.
Yeah.
And so I have to be able to ask a question. On a 7? Yeah, no. Ask me a question. Oh, no,
Okay,
I'm
so
prepared for that.
What is the best question for you right here? That would be useful that you could. I mean, bear in mind, I am super happy with the collective world building ideas. So this is not the question I'm asking, but for example, if I was to turn around and ask you right now, what is the biggest threat here, and you were to say, Sam the Eagle is trying to shoo Kermit out of the show, and like I'm very happy, and we can roll with that. So there is no wrong answer, and I am very much down for everybody just being able to take the ball and run with it in any direction they so choose. So
I have an idea. That's the best part.
So I am going to ask Sadler and Waldorf, what here is not as it seems?
That's the question. Make me so happy. So, I noticed something about that frog earlier. When he was doing the whole talky thing, looked like he had little fangs.
Yes.
That was a bit weird.
Yeah, I don't think frogs typically have fangs, and I don't think most of who we've seen so far have really had teeth in general. So.
No, just that one doctor.
Yeah, that guy
just kind of slinks on by in the background and goes, "Hey."
Okay, that's kind of creepy. So yeah, no, teeth and Muppets not a good idea. So fangs, yeah, no, frogs don't have fangs.
Okay, so let's see. Boss's office. If he's the boss, he should have an office, right?
I would hope so. How do we find his? Wait, do you know where his office?
Well, I mean, we could always ask. I'm gonna reach out and grab a passing Muppet. Hey.
Oh god, what Muppet have you grabbed?
One of the chickens. Okay, you chicken. Got a question. So we're new here, and we're still learning where everything is. Could you show us something where Kermit's office is, just in case we need to, bring him stuff?
You mean to translate that?
To describe what the chicken just did, it kind of looked, and then kind of looked at you, then moved its head one way, and shook its little wings and feathers, and then kind of nudged its head that way, and then puffed its chest out, and then hopped down and started walking away from you. Turned around, looked back over at Sean, This chicken is very happy to help you out.
You need me to translate what the chicken's saying?
You can speak chicken?
Nope, but it would have been useful.
All right.
So the chicken's head pointed that way. Thank you, chicken.
No, but really, we just follow the chicken.
Yeah, let's. Chicken, are you going to the office? Are you showing us?
The chicken kind of gives like the chicken can't really move its head too separately from its body, so its entire body does like a nodding motion.
Okay, we're getting somewhere. Okay, we follow the chicken.
And the chicken will lead you along, and you'll see a few dressing rooms as you start to be going past that way. So you'll see a few names. They don't really mean much. You'll see like Sam. You'll see one that says Rolf. You'll see a door that looks slightly bigger than every other door, and there's definitely some plasterboard missing from it on top of it, and the door says Sweetums. And then finally, at the very, very end of the corridor, there is a door, and it doesn't have a star on it, just has a picture of Kermit's face, and Kermit's like frill acting as the star around it, and it just says Kermit. And you see, stepping out of that room and closing the door behind them very delicately, a very bluish-looking Muppet. It seems to resemble, a dragon with like the. I can't remember the actual term for it, but the very classic Asian-looking dragon, so not a Western dragon, much more of an Eastern dragon. Stepping out, and he's got like a little
crest
on a very. Pardon?
The cresting, or
yeah, I think. Like that.
I mean, I think I know who you're talking about, but yeah.
Oh, he's one of my favorites.
He closes the door and slowly turns around, and he's kind of got his little hands up like that, and his tail kind of turns around, and he's just hello.
Hi.
Yes.
You're new.
Yes, new. To be young, to be full of energy and life and vigor and all of that. Why are you here?
We're interns, and it's our first day, and we're trying to learn where everything is, and we figured it'd be nice to know where the boss's office is for
bringing snacks.
Boss told me to show them around.
Yeah,
Us,
we're
right.
with them.
Okay. Yes. Good. Well, Kermit's office is here, and that's all you need to know, right? It's here, and now you can go away. Can't you? That'd be a good idea, wouldn't it?
Let's roll to convince somebody.
Yeah.
We are forgetting how the mechanics of this work so much, aren't we? Because we're just having fun putting on voices and playing with Muppets.
Pretty much. I'm just so excited. Yeah. Does Xylene want to try, or leave it to Rissix?
I don't know if you want Xylene to try. Her heart's not so good.
You should.
My heart is pretty good. Oh
Yeah,
wait, no, it's not. No, it's not.
Oh wait, mine's a -1.
So's mine.
And then a meta crab runs across my screen.
Real quick.
It turns out my heart's not great.
Can I make a link with them?
You can make a link with literally every character ever. I'm upset that no one has tried to make links up until this point.
I'm trying to learn the mechanics here.
Yeah, no, it's fine. Basically, you can make a link not like with every character you come across. Like that is just how it works. Like anyone you meet, you can go, we have something now. So yes, if you would like to try and make a link, please, Stadler Moldorf. Do you know what kind
Alright.
of link you're trying to make?
Dark Link, probably.
Okay.
Rival Link.
So,
So close. 9.
9. What happens with that? So, you...
Oh, wait. What do I roll for this?
that is exactly what I am.
Oh, I rolled
checking.
dark, don't I?
You roll the type of link you are trying to make, I believe. Yes. Yes, you do.
Oh, well then. Not what I meant to do. Yes. And I also, by the way, just realized that I have a 1 in heart for the future reference. So that is still a 9.
That is still a 9. So, a couple of things to take into consideration, Capjack. Obviously, your playbook being the connected. You can change your stats around if
That's
you so wanted to,
right.
can't you? So, as Stadler and Waldorf, you could basically just put a bunch of points into dark if you took them away from other places. Or
Yeah, I
anything
mean, I
like
thought I had a +1 dark. I forgot that it was a +1 heart. So, I mean, I probably would have switched that around.
Yeah,
It's
if you
up
wanted
to
to say
you.
you'd switch them.
Sure.
Yep. So we can then take that up to a 10.
Boop. There we go.
All right, boom, 10. You have made a dark link with Uncle Deadly, and your link move triggers. So,
So, Uncle
your
Deadly.
link move.
Cool.
What does your link move do?
It's a light
This is
link.
the first time- Oh, whenever you make a light link. Okay,
Yes.
well done, Piers. Okay. Okay, so we don't get to trigger that, but
This
okay.
time.
So you have Uncle Deadly. You know that you create this link. There is a rivalry or a bitterness or a, you know what? Full on anime lightning bolt cuts across the screen as you two glare you two and Uncle Deadly kind of glare at each other. This very intense stare, like. Okay, I've got it.
Oh,
Breathing.
Deadly! Yeah, Deadly to a show.
It's a good thing that I'm trained to deal with critics, because otherwise your words could be rather scathing. Now, as I said, perhaps you should just shoo along, all of you, and, unless anybody wants to try and convince me of anything, or anything like that, perhaps. I'm just going to stand here and vamp a little bit. If I told you about the time
Found him! No.
Could I potentially say that on the way I maybe grabbed a cheese and meat plate or something and just
Yes.
pull it out from nowhere behind my back and just be like, "We brought snacks," and try to convince?
Yes, you can completely do that.
I will
So-
absolutely do that. And I got a
So-
9.
You got a 9. They will do it, but need some clear assurance or evidence first. Which you have a plate of snacks. that is real clear and concise evidence to me. So Uncle Deadly is how much well, you certainly have brought snacks. So I suppose I should. Fine. Quickly. Don't linger. Don't loiter. Just. He does that with his hands. Goes, opens a door, and kind of creaks it open for you. As you get in, Kermit's room is very dark. Where windows would have been, they've been blacked out. We've got black fabric over them, and for some reason there is fog in the room. If you look around, you see a small fog machine plugged in that's been chugging away.
Yes.
Once inside, Uncle Deadly does close the door behind you. Uncle Deadly does not walk in, but the room is there. It's very dark. There's a fog. There is the sound of thunder cracking. Once again, you probably can't see it, but just off camera, there's a tech Muppet wobbling a thunderboard, going. as some
is the
mirror lights
best.
turn on, and the light cast from mirrors they shine out, and there's a small chaise-longue, that one. And on that, you see this beautiful dress that seems to, like, it's obviously on a person, but you see this dress and it kind of droops off the end, and it's this beautiful white dress, and it goes up, and you see this long, beautiful blonde hair, and you see the back of this very very stereotypically attractive looking silhouette. You can see the back of the head and the body as a hand kind of gestures and goes, Kermit, is that you? I have been waiting for you, my darling.
Oh, look, it's the Bride of Froggenstein!
Wait a second. Turns around. It's a pig. Ears up. He goes, You are not my Kermit. What are you doing in here?
I'm gonna hold up the cheese and meat plate slowly, just like slowly raise it into the camera.
I'm pointing at it, like nodding.
I think I might have broken Bardic a little.
I've got it. I've got this. He goes, she goes, Oh, well, Kermit did say he wanted to invite me in here to have a bite, so I guess this is what he meant. All right. Just face in the platter, just flipping it around.
Just really glad to help, ma'am. So, speaking of Kermit, just we're trying to, help out, make things run smooth around here. Has he been acting strange lately? Have you noticed anything weird? We just want to, help.
Do you want to roll anything for this? You want to use any of your moves, or just
Yeah,
happy to roleplay this out?
Oh, geez, what would this be? Deep dive, convince somebody.
I mean, I don't think you're trying to punch her. I don't
No,
think you're trying to you're striking. But yeah, this could be deep dive, convince, whatever it is you're trying to. They would work. Do you have any moves from your playbook that would be of use here? I think they're mostly around making and locking.
Yeah, I think they're either let's see which one is that. Not sure from the ether would help here. I am going to say I will roll a deep dive.
Okay, yeah, let's do that.
Okay. Roll with heart. So that is a -1 for me.
Okay.
4. I got a 4.
Oh no!
You got a 4. Okay,
Yeah.
so
Oh, no.
on a miss, the GM tells you something you wish wasn't true.
Oh boy.
What does Rissix wish that weren't true? That is so vague.
Does it have? Is it like in general, or just like the situation?
I mean, I assume it is to do with the situation. Okay.
So basically, how does the situation suddenly get worse?
Yeah, basically. All right. So I think I have the answer here. I think I know exactly how this works.
Oh boy.
So you have just asked Miss Piggy what's been going on with Kermit, and is something up with him? And she's just lifted her head up out of this tray of meat and cheese. She goes, "No, absolutely nothing is wrong with my little Kermit.
But there's about to be something wrong with all of you!
And she's gonna raise up her trotters, and as she does that, her eyes have gone red, and she has two little fangs sticking out in her mouth.
Ah! Pork chop!
Oh boy.
She is going to strike with intent on Chrysis.
Oh boy.
I was right about the Bride of Frankenstein.
Oh god, what has happened here? So I'm just going to point out on my vague notes, this was not remotely on there at all. This is already so much better than anything I had thought of. Okay.
It's just when Vincent Price got mentioned, it just clicked in my head. I remember that time he got Kermit turned into a vampire,
Yes.
and just
That's why I
there.
started laughing the second you said it, because that is one of my favorite little interactions ever.
It's so good.
So good.
So, Miss Piggy, she rolled terribly. She rolled 6. So wait, would she have a plus on that? Well, it is with dark. Would Piggy have dark?
Oh
I
God,
think
yes.
Miss Piggy would have at least 1 in dark. Yes. Okay.
I would figure, yeah.
So that will take it up to a 7. So a 7, she gets to choose 1. So what she is going to do is, Miss Piggy is going to deal great harm. So
Oh boy.
So Miss Piggy, because she is a very aggressive lady when she so chooses to be, she's doing like a big pork chop. Her big Muppety hand chops into you, and you're going to take 2 harm from that.
Okay, so how much harm are we
Wait.
do we have? What does it do?
Okay, so I believe every character has 4 harm they can take.
Oh, 4 boxes. I see. Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
There's those 4 red boxes there, and dying is not that big of a deal, because if you if your harm clock fills out, your character can keep going. You can just do something there's a whole bunch of stuff, so you don't ever need to worry about dying or anything like that. But you also can heal stuff really quickly as well. So everything kind of runs on this very high stakes combat, I guess, because literally every character can die in 2 hits. So how do you respond to that? How do you respond to Miss Piggy?
Okay.
'Cause-
Oh boy. So can
Wait.
I form a dark link with Miss Piggy here?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Okay.
But we could
I would
also
recommend
defend
it.
from harm as well, right?
Yeah, if you strike.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
So
defend
if
from
that
harm
was
is a
your
separate
reaction-
move.
Yeah, so if that is
Oh,
your
yeah, it is.
reaction, you can roll to defend, and then it'll be reduced down to 1 harm instead, because that can be a whole thing you can do. Or you can just take the harm and be like, I'm going to make a Darkling.
Yeah, I want to make a dark link.
choice. Alright, yeah, let's do that. Roll with Dark. Something to take into consideration as well for making links. If you are making a link with your best stat, you gain a +1 to it, the roll. If you're making a link with your worst stat, you get to mark experience. So something to consider. So if someone really wants to try and metagame it, just run around only trying to make links with your worst one, because even if you fail, you get experience, so you can power level.
Okay. Roll to make a dark link. 6, 7, 8, 9 plus 0, so that's 9.
9. Okay, so one of 2 things can happen here, and it's whatever you think I assume you're much more interested in the Dark Link than you are getting your Link move to trigger, right?
A little of both, actually.
Okay.
I guess the link isn't what I intended because I want the link move to trigger.
Okay, so if we're more focused on getting the Link move to trigger, yeah, okay. What is? I don't think light is the appropriate thing here. Miss Piggy just chopped you, so I think it's technically. Like, I don't think you're learning anything unless you're learning how to karate chop people now through battling with Miss Piggy to get mastery. And I know you would love to justify more mastery links because I know that's your thing.
I could do light and actually have like admiration for her elite martial arts skills.
You know what? I like that. Okay, yes, you get to form a light link with Miss Piggy and your link move.
My link move is when I form a link with a character, I lock another link. I am going to lock my mastery link with Surhi. Which, let me figure out. There we go.
And that only locks it in for you, not for me, right?
Yeah.
So, thing to remember, I don't know if this automatically happens, but I have a magical teacher, and when I established a locked mastery link with another character, and that character is considered my apprentice, if they're a player, you get plus one forward to help each other in magic checks.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah.
Like so for the next thing or just period?
I believe it is just period. For as long as that link stays locked.
Oh.
Because the Mystic does a lot of locking and unlocking of links. That's kind of like a big part of their deal. So.
Okay.
Yeah. So you.
I guess she like punches me, and I do that thing where you go back and you like wipe, the blood or whatever off your nose and the kind of smile. I don't know if Muppets bleed, so just
stuffing probably.
Out.
Oh, glitter! That's even better.
Yeah, you know what? It's.
Oh God! It's vampires and glitter. No, not again.
I was gonna say it's that really bad, costume makeup that only comes out at Halloween. So it kind of resembles much more like icing sugar. You just kind of wipe from your Muppet nose. So there's just this little, or do we just have as a strip of red felt on your hand now that you've wiped?
It's like the camera close up and you see like the icing, and then when it's in far, like the camera zooms out, it's the little felted thing on the hand and under the nose.
Yes. Okay. So with that, you have locked your mastery link. So it was with Siri, right? That you're locking that?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Who would like to go next?
I have something.
Please do a thing.
First off, just to clarify, with drive form, it says when you strike with intent or strike to subdue, you may choose from both move options instead of only one, correct?
Yeah.
So basically, if I strike with intent, I can also choose something off of strike to subdue?
Yes.
Okay.
So, like, whether you are hurting them or not, you can do all the things. I need to stop hitting my mic. I'm getting too excited with my hand movements.
Okay, so here is what I'm going to attempt to do. I'm going to take the cheese plate, because I'm assuming she's just been, like, eating from it while I'm still holding it, and I'm going to smack her in the back of the head with it for strike to intent, and just be like, calm it down, we're not here to fight you, as I hit her.
Okay, yeah. So roll strike with intent. Roll with dark, please.
I got a freaking 14 is what I got.
You got a 14?
Yeah.
Holy crap.
Because +2, and then I got 2 6s.
Oh, wow. Okay. So you get to deal harm, and you can choose 2 from the list. Obviously, you can also choose from strike to subdue if you so choose.
So I'm going to, I think I'm gonna deal great harm, so it does hurt her, like knock some sense into her is the plan here. But also from the strike to subdue, try to de-escalate the situation.
Okay.
I'm knocking sense into her literally with a cheese plate, is what I'm doing.
Did you like knock her fangs out?
I was literally just about to say that. Like, honestly, I've not watched the Vincent Price one, but so I can't remember how they resolve it. But I love the idea that you just slap her and these two felt fangs just kind of like fall out of her mouth, and she goes, "Oh, I'm so sorry." So yeah, 100%. You just smack Miss Piggy on the back of her head. And as that happens, you know what? The felt fangs when they come out, and then when you see them on the floor, they're like those cheap plastic vampire Halloween fangs. They're just on the floor. They clatter and bounce around. She kind of looks around, hands to her chest, and goes, "Oh no, I am so sorry. I didn't mean to hurt any of you. Yeah."
No, it's we all get a little hangry sometimes, and that was really impressive, actually.
Some people get a little hangry.
Now, where's Kermit? He invited me in here, and then we were having a nice time, and then he bit me, which normally I don't have a problem with, but then all of a sudden, it wasn't good. It wasn't fun. I think this needs to be I need to go find my boyfriend and give him a talking to.
Why don't we go and find him first and just kind of make sure that he knows that you're looking for him, and that way he can be appropriately sorry when you talk to him.
You know what? That sounds like a really good idea, because quite frankly, I want to eat more of his cheese.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Good
sorry,
cheese.
some of it fell to the floor when I... yeah, sorry about that. I just...
Oh, don't worry about it. I can get the... Deadly!
And with that, the door creaks open. Uncle Deadly kind of pops his head and goes, "Yes." He goes,
I want more cheese.
"Okay, I'll run and get that for you, Miss Piggy." Hands. Uncle Deadly's all hands. And he's just gonna start scampering off back down towards the green room. Oh my god. This... Every now and then I have to just stop and think about what I'm going to say, and it just comes like, okay, so we slapped the vampire teeth out of Miss Piggy. Oh, this is such a good game.
Can I heal myself like one harm, or do I have to wait?
You can totally do that if you want to try and roll magic, because I believe magic can let you do that.
Yes, I do.
Yeah, go for it.
And if you can't do it, I can help.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay. So the +1 forward, that's just like an extra +1 to it, right? Or
I am like 99% certain that is how that works.
okay. So I'm rolling with mastery, which is already my highest stat.
Mm-hmm.
So remind me what happens when you roll your highest stat. I know you just said it, but
That's only with links. Don't worry about
okay.
Yeah, but yeah, if you're rolling links with your highest stat, you get a +1 to them.
Okay, so I rolled a 5, but then I have the +2 from mastery, +1 from this, so that's an 8.
Yep. So use magic. Where is the list? Cast magic. All right. Yep. So with an 8, you can pick one. So you can heal 1 harm.
I will heal 1 harm.
Yeah.
Nice.
Just
I'll
for flavor,
cast
how
magic.
does that look?
Oh,
Okay, so again, her Rissix's Muppet ping pong ball eyes flash like glowing white, and and she pulls in some colors. There's some greens, some blue, a little bit of bright pink for flavor, swirls it around and pulls it in. And the blood disappears. She still looks kind of a little beat up for a Muppet, but the blood is gone.
Now I'm just imagining, like, you know how in anime they draw like the little lines and stuff to show that somebody's been like beaten up a little bit?
Yeah.
That's on you and felt. It's just what I'm seeing in my head.
You just have a bunch of like hashtag stickers.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was trying really hard to listen, and I did get it all in, but the moment you said my Muppet ping pong ball eyes, I was like, this is so silly, and I love it.
But you still have one
Okay.
harm, right?
Yeah. That one.
Yes.
Then
Yes,
I
so-
will also roll for this to help.
Ooh, we're all helping each other out.
D7. Hey, and I get a +1 because I'm doing magic now, so that's an 8.
Mhm.
That is my lower stat, so I get an experience. Yay! and-
The experience is making links. I don't think it's just for rolling things. So
Oh. Okay.
I will double check that. I'm like
Okay.
99% certain it's making links. Do not quote me on that permanently just yet. I will check the rules.
Okay. Yep, nope, that's just make link, you're right.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so do
But,
the magic and heal the other harm.
Okay, yeah. And how does that look? Give me that good flavor.
Presently, Sattler and Waldorf get big old grins, surprisingly toothy suddenly, and like descend upon totally brain thing on Rissix, and like there's like that animated cloud, and when it dissipates, they're just holding all the stickers and just kind of like tuck them off the side.
Yes.
Thanks for that. Excellent job.
Welcome.
Muppets with teeth. I'm never okay with it. Nope, I don't like it. Don't do that again.
They don't have them anymore now.
I know. That's just like in the moment, just like, oh my gosh, that was horrifying. And then I'm gonna give ear scritches, which is still really weird, but that's what we're doing.
Right after you say Muppets with teeth, Dr. Teeth walks by and goes,
Hey! Oh, feelings! No, alright.
just goes on his way.
Why was I picturing the Ashley Simpson like little Saturday Night Live dance?
Because that is exactly what he did. Oh,
Oh no.
okay. This is too much fun. This is exactly everything I ever needed it to be. Okay. So, Miss Piggy no longer is vampire teeth. We slapped those out of her. Uncle Deadly has scurried off somewhere. Probably you assume to go and get more cheese. You are stood outside of Kermit's dressing room, and you have a vague mission to go and find Kermit, who clearly Kitty.
Kitty.
Biscuit.
He wanted attention.
So
Gets attention.
So, we need to go and find Vampire Kermit before he does more harm to people, or turns more people into vampires. We're not really sure if it hurts them or not, but we know something is off with it. Where do we want to go and try and find Kermit?
Do we want to do a deep dive to get some information?
That is a good thing we can do. That's one option, or you can, try and go. You can go and there's a whole bunch of other dressing rooms. You can like knock and maybe find someone and talk and ask more things. Or option's yours. I'm just here trying to do silly voices.
And doing a very good job with them.
Oh yeah.
That Miss Piggy was just spot on.
Perfect.
So,
Do we? Does anyone else want to do a deep dive? Want me to do it?
Let's see what's the stat for deep dive again.
I believe it's heart.
Yeah, I think that one's heart.
I am bad at heart, but I could try it.
Yeah, go for it. I mean, my thing will like let me basically direct it, so it's up to you if you want me to do that or not, more or less.
Yeah, why don't you try it?
Okay. I have an idea. That is an 8. So I get to...
So I get to ask you a question.
Yes.
Okay. So, what is the best way out of this situation?
We have to find the head vampire. Lost Boys rules.
Really?
Okay, yeah, the frog couldn't have grown teeth on his own, so someone here is infecting them with vampirism.
Do you just want to say that out loud slowly to recognize what... I just imagine Rissik slowly catching herself and being like, someone is infecting the puppets with vampirism.
That was a thing I just said. We are all going to have to live with that, knowing that we have seen vampire puppets now.
This is what my life has come to.
Well, thanks for that memory.
Does it still hurt when you do that?
So much.
Yeah, we need to figure this out so we can get out of here and you can stop doing that. Okay. So, we're assuming someone bit the frog. Someone that was not her, Peggy, whatever. We need to find out where he's been, and we need to find out where he is now.
There are Muppets nearby?
There are Muppets everywhere, nonstop. Assume throughout every scene, there is always some Muppets either walking just in front of you from a camera perspective or just behind you. Some of them are just looking normal, some are looking a bit wacky. There's just constant Muppet movement.
Hey, you!
Who do you start?
I'm pointing at Muppet.
Which Muppet? Who do you want?
That one right there. Dealer's choice on Muppet. It's even better.
Okay. What Muppet?
Hey, you with the long face! How's that?
Okay. So, the Muppet you have stopped is slightly bigger than a lot of Muppets you've come across. And something else which is slightly... I can't really even call it odd. It's just, this Muppet looks a lot closer to what one would consider to be a regular-looking animal. It's just, well, you've already met Fozzie, and Fozzie claimed to be a bear. This one just looks like a bear. Has little beady eyes, a little scrunched-up bear nose, and it looks much more like an actual bear. And he just kind of goes, yeah.
Who's the special guest tonight?
Well...
think. I don't know. I'd have to check the list.
Pulls out a clipboard.
Apparently, someone called Vincent Price.
Trying not to nerd out right now.
Okay, so, is there a, like, guest dressing room that we can... Yeah, we're the, hospitality interns. We're new.
Eyebrows kind of furrow inwards. I don't know how I could my eyebrows aren't as expressive as a bear puppet is, so it kind of narrows and goes.
Well,
I'm going to try and convince the bear.
Okay, yeah. Can you convince Bobo?
Okay, consider a heart is my lowest. Yeah, so it's gonna be a -1 to whatever I rolled. Okay. Oh no. I got a 4 again.
You got a 4. Okay, so on a
Why am I
miss,
so bad at lying?
okay.
Because you're like the group guidance, you know.
So on a miss to convince somebody, it literally just says prepare for the worst.
Oh no.
Oh no.
What do we consider the worst to be right here?
Oh jeez.
Like we talking Stay Puft Marshmallow Man worse? Like it's the first thing that popped into my head, or
I
Okay.
can think of a few options that are bad. Angry Bears hit, or he could ask to see our IDs.
Call
or,
security.
Yeah, call
Realize
security.
we don't work there.
the whole theater is already vampires.
Oh no.
Okay. I think I know what.
Oh
what's good
no.
That was
I
my
think I
Stay
got
Puft moment.
So, as you've just said, we're the hospitality staff. Bear's eyebrows furrow, and clipboard, he just kind of goes, Really?
Okay, we're full disclosure, we're new, we're trying to find a niche, and we're so friendly. So we figured we could take initiative.
Bear doesn't reply, just glares at you. With tiny little beady marble, like black marble eyes just glaring, piercing deep into your soul whilst holding this clipboard, and he just goes,
Want to take
And
initiative?
Muppet
Yeah, like
Chucky
more. We're gonna roll initiative. Uh-oh.
As he says, you see darkness building up from the bear, from behind Bobo, as all around him, you see these tiny little creatures slowly begin to crawl out from the floor. These black silhouetted creatures with yellow eyes and antennae just kind of pop up, and some even like jump outside of Bobo. Bobo was a heartless the whole time.
Plot twist.
Bobo, try.
And you know what? I think that is a good place to take a quick 5-minute break. So, if everyone is all right with that, Capjack,
Oh, yeah.
can you throw us on over to that? We'll come back and we'll start having to run away from Heartless and try and find Vincent Price, I guess.
I love the direction this has gone.
Yes.
That's fantastic.
None of these things are in my notes, but it is so much better.
All right, so I'm gonna throw us over to break, and we'll be back in about 5 or so minutes. See y'all soon. be back.
Alrighty, so we should have returned and be back. So, if you were not here before the break, briefest of recaps. Our team, 6 through 9, landed in the Muppet Theatre, had a small interaction with Kermit, who seemed a little bit off, but we didn't really talk too much about it or think about it. Our resident cat/body snatcher, Siri, has taken over Stadler and Waldorf. I gave Capjack way too much power with this. Oh my god, you brought... Oh, sorry, distracted by the... Yes. And then we interacted with various Muppets. We interacted with Fozzie, we interacted with a chicken, with Uncle Deadly, and then with Miss Piggy. Miss Piggy turned out to have vampire fangs, as Stadler and Waldorf/Siri happened to know that they saw Kermit with fangs. We slapped the fangs out of Miss Piggy. Uncle Deadly has scurried off somewhere. We had a conversation with Bobo the Bear, and Bobo the Bear just summoned a small entourage of Shadow Heartless. And that is where we left off. So, Bobo the Bear has been shrouded in darkness. Just darkness emanating all off of him as he holds his clipboard, eyebrows furrowed, and goes, mm-hmm. And you know what? Let's decide how many Heartless appeared. 5 Shadow. So Shadow Heartless are basic Heartless, just basically like tiny little ants, but that's it. They're like ants. Who would like to do a thing? Does the mouse puppet have a name? Because I see it raising a hand.
Yes, his name is Marlowe. He is a plague rat that my friend got me from the Globe Theater.
Yes.
I'm amazed I haven't... okay, it's been a while since I've been down to the Globe. Personally, I preferred going to Stratford, because 1, it's a lot closer, 2, it's a lot cheaper, and 3, it's usually a lot better. Shakespeare owns... Ooh. Anyway.
Okay, I'm gonna put the puppet down now because it's making my forearm cramp.
So, yes, Marlowe/Marlowe's Muppeteer.
Yes.
You had your hand raised. Would you like to do a thing?
Yes. I am going to try to do a magic.
Do the magics?
Yeah. So, I am going to... Let's see. Yeah, okay. I'm going to do a magic.
Mm-hmm. So that is just rolling with mastery?
Yes. Okay. My mastery is +2. 9, that's... Oh, wait, and then I have +1 from the locked link.
You do?
So I rolled a 9, +2, it's 11, +1 is a 12.
Okay,
Nice.
so you get to pick 3 from the list.
Okay. I want to hit more than one entity.
Mm-hmm.
I want to cause 1 harm to those entities.
Mm-hmm.
And... Okay. Okay, of these options... I would want to inflict a semi-permanent condition on Bobo.
A semi-permanent condition. Okay. So, I'm going to let you describe how this works. You're going to hit Bobo and the... I said 5 Heartless, correct?
Yeah.
That sounds like a number I'd say. So you're going to hit...
roll for how many it hits or something, or...
No, I'm just going to say you hit all of them for ease. What does this look like? What does it do? How do you cast? Just all of that. You go...
Okay. So, again, Rissix's eyes, ping pong ball eyes, glow. She starts pulling in reds and blacks and dark purples, swirls it and pushes it out, and it bangs into all the Heartless. Okay, the way that it, instead of looking like, beams of color or flame or anything, it's it turns into rubber fish. And whacks them in the head. And for Bobo, that strand of like black thread, I want it to kind of wind around his like upper arms so that he can't really move.
Mm-hmm.
So like a rope.
Yeah. Okay. You know what? Since the semi-permanent condition isn't like specified to just one of the targets, and you chose hit multiple, I'm 100% going to say so. All the colors form fish. Just off camera, you see New Zealand going what? Throwing his fish and it not coming back. As you've just thrown rubber fish everywhere, and then Bobo and all of the Heartless get wrapped up in this like black thread and kind of, so they are stunned. Basically, they will not get a move this turn. They will not get to make any actions, unless someone does something terribly wrong and rolls like a 2. So, who would like to go next? Xylene or Stadler or Moldorf? I also feel I should point out that at no point did Capjack and I have a discussion that they were going to play Stadler and Waldorf. I just introduced them in that first scene because I was like, I reckon they're there.
I'm still here. I'm just looking for my other dice.
So, who would like to do things next?
I can go ahead and go.
Yeah.
So usually when I try to materialize my weapon, it's usually a spear. However, when I try to like materialize my weapon to get ready to hash it out, and it's funny that you said rubber fish because I was thinking a giant rubber chicken. And I'm just gonna like swing it like a baseball bat at one of the Heartless.
Okay, yeah, please. I assume that is strike with intent, correct?
Yes, it is strike with intent. And I got an 11.
Yes, so 11. Let me just check the numbers. So, strike, I believe that's plus you get to choose 2.
Yep.
Yeah, choose 2.
Yeah,
Well, deal
okay.
harm and choose 2.
Okay. I'm going to. Oh, whoa! What is going on here? Sorry, my thing just like ran away from me. Come on, back. Sorry, I'm trying to get back to the basic moves because like it just ran away from me. I don't know. Okay.
For the future, if it helps, I've got all the in the
Oh yeah.
the words roll 20. I kind of separate out a bunch of stuff, so there's just a little thing there, all the basic moves on. That's what I've been using to keep check.
Yeah. I forgot you did that.
Oh,
My bad.
before you do anything, does the rubber chicken honk when you hit anyone?
Absolutely.
That is a very important question from a new subscriber to the channel here, Winky Gilmoo. So yes, the rubber chicken does. Well, the rubber chicken spear does go honk.
Yes, it absolutely honks. I'm going to I think I'm gonna go ahead and deal great harm to the Heartless that I'm attacking, and also prepare to defend myself from harm.
Okay, yeah, cool. So yeah, you chicken spear, whack. As it goes thwack, that Heartless kind of just like goes bursts, money and health orbs and experience drop as one expects from Kingdom Hearts. And of course it goes and then you take up a defensive stance, wielding the mighty rubber chicken spear.
Yeah.
Stadler, Waldorf, what would you like to do?
Hey, Statler. Yeah, Waldorf, what's your favorite thing to do in D&D? I attack the darkness! Ho, 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 ho!
Oh my god, please say you cast Magic Missile into the darkness.
Yep. Totally casting Magic Missile. And that is a 10 plus 1, so that's an 11.
Yeah, 11 works with magic. You choose 2, right? Oh, pick 3. Oh, wow.
Yep. Cause 1 harm, hit more than one entity. And... Huh. And opens something.
Opens something.
Yeah.
Sorry, I like that one. Okay, so you cast Magic Missile at the darkness. I know that meme is like 15 years old, but it is so good.
I'm pretty sure it's way older than that.
It super is.
Oh no.
Someone has to go find out how old it is. So then
No, don't find out, please. I really don't want to
then I'll
know.
just feel old.
Look, how can we feel old? We are currently role playing. You know, in the universe of a Japanese role playing game, there is also Muppets. We are children. We are young, where it counts,
Fair.
in our spirits,
Yeah.
in our hearts.
Fighting with rubberfish and chickens.
And Magic Missile.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. I found where it's from, if anyone wants to know.
Go ahead.
Go on.
The Dead Alewives' skit Dungeons and Dragons from their album Take Down the Grandmaster, released in 1996.
No.
Oh wow.
All right. So I can
25 years.
Everyone who is older than I will definitely feel this. I was 3.
In 1996, I was in middle school, so.
See, I don't know how this actually makes me feel because it emphasizes my actual age, which I assume most people had assumed I was a fair bit older. Like, no, I'm still in my 20s. I'm a young whippersnapper. just
I am officially in my late 30s, so.
Just life has made me this way.
What is it that Indy says? It's not the years, it's the mileage.
Insert comment that immediately dates this current point in history in reference to all of us having to take severe mileage because of gesturing wildly at everything without specifying exactly what we are talking about.
1996. I was a whole 14 years old.
Oh.
Yeah, I think I was
Time-
5, almost 6.
I was
Time-
12.
Time is weird. Age is weird.
Yeah.
Magic Missile at the darkness.
Yup,
It goes-
Magic Missile.
We're like moving on.
Not that that's a
Sorry.
reference y'all kids would get.
I'm very sorry.
No, it's fine. I look. I don't know. I've never really thought about it, but I'm fairly certain somewhere, if there is an ADHD spectrum, I'm definitely somewhere closely affiliated because someone shows me something shiny, I'm gonna run off and follow it.
I finally got officially diagnosed.
Hey, congratulations.
I believe you mentioned I
Yay.
got the medication.
Yeah,
or you're hoping
You're
to
working
get
pretty
it.
decently.
Yes, the system is terrible, but yeah, small wins. Okay, so Magic Missile. How does that look in your mind, Capjack? And how does Stadler and Waldorf cast this? I want to know that. I want to know how these two grumpy old Muppets cast this spell.
So the lights go out.
Mm-hmm.
The lights come back on, and they're both wearing like traditional wizard outfits, like star moon hats and everything. And they do and just like magic missiles come out. Felt magic missiles.
Okay, so they're like silver felt that's kind of wrapped up around
Tinsel!
itself.
It's tinsel! Even better.
It's tinsel that has been tied into, you know the knot, a monkey fist? So it's basically tinsel tied into a monkey fist, but you just throw out at everyone. And it hits the remaining 4 Heartless, and each and every one... You've got one there, perfect.
I do.
And so it hits the 4 Heartless, and each one of them just goes... And you hit Bobo. And what you open...
Oh no.
You open up Bobo's heart.
Ooh.
As you hit Bobo from deep within inside him, Bobo's currently shrouded in darkness, going. Well, sorry, more. Because that's Bobo's grunt, apparently. A small light happens. You're fairly certain you see, like, a small keyhole appear on Bobo's chest, but just opens, and light radiates out from Bobo as the darkness is fought back, and Bobo just kind of shrugs. It would be more energetic, but Bobo is probably the least energetic Muppet of all. He's gonna go.
Sorry about that. I guess.
Can I form a light link with Bobo?
Please form a light link with Bobo.
Hell yes. That is a 10. Oh, and that was my lowest stat, so now I get that experience.
Okay, so with your lowest stat, you get to mark 1 experience.
Yay.
You get to make your light link with Bobo, and your move, your link move triggers. Now we can finally see what this does.
My link move, this world is connected. Whenever you take a light link, give another character a world link. These cannot be locked. These are representative of connections to the world itself. A world link can be used to automatically 10+ a roll and miss the next one, to completely heal the party's harm but erase a link from each person, or change one of everyone's links to a different type.
Who would you like to give this world link to?
Xylene! Here, have terrible power.
Oh goodness. So the world. Okay.
World link is a special thing. On your sheet, you'll have to mark it as a separate thing.
Okay.
I'll put it in the Discord.
Capjack, can you just post that in Discord? Or yeah,
Just
you
did.
just said you
Yep.
can do that. Just because that is a specific thing. Theoretically, the more we play, the more we'll get used to that, and we won't have to think about it. That's my logic.
Yeah.
Okay, to automatically take 10.
So, whilst Kay is figuring that out, your form is Light Link, because you've just saved Bobo from the darkness with your magic missile. Oh, so good.
You literally attacked the darkness.
I did.
You did! And it
Sure did.
worked! And with that, Bobo goes,
Well, I'm sorry, but if you want, I can show you where Vincent Price is. He's been causing all the darkness and all that stuff. All right, I'll be.
I guess the price was right.
So with that, Bobo will just walk you on down, walk you to where Kermit's room was, and then there is a secret hidden door, because they like to keep the special guest hidden. That's my logic, and I'm sticking to it. I am not pulling stuff out of my ass, I promise. And Bobo, a small number pad comes in. You know what? It's a retina scan. We'll say that because I like that. That amuses me. Bobo kind of crouches down.
Scans the little ping pong ball eyes.
Yeah. Just goes,
All right.
and the room opens up, and inside, this room has clearly been decked out specifically for Vincent Price. Okay, now I might be mixing up my things here. Was it Vincent Price or the other vaguely horror affiliated person who had the comment about Thriller being best described as a bomb under the table?
Vincent
That
Price
would be
did the
Vincent Price 'cause
voiceover for.
yeah, he did the
He did
wedding-
the narration.
yeah.
Yep, that's him.
Yeah, because it's Vincent Price, and I perpetually mix Vincent Price up with someone else. The guy who read War of the Worlds over the radio. Who was that?
Orson Welles.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. I always mix those two up in my head, and I don't know why. That's for some reason they're associated.
They kind
very
of have a
iconic
similar
voices.
Voice range.
So yeah, so you know what? There is a table, and it clearly has a bomb under it because that's a good reference, and I like it. What other Vincent Price references do we want in this dressing room that is very Vincent Price? This is time for everyone to just go ham designing.
The skeleton from House on Haunted Hill.
Yes. I feel like there also needs to be like a really nice suit, like on a mannequin or something. Like a period.
A portrait of Radigan from.
I was
Great
gonna
House-
mention Radigan. God, Radigan's so good.
He had the best song.
Oh, you know what? Great Mouse Detective.
Mm-hmm.
That's a world, is it?
Sure is.
I need to watch that film again. Okay.
Love
No,
it.
made.
Little garland of bats on the walls to reference the bat.
Is the background music just Thriller?
Oh, it sure is now.
Yes.
Are we gonna
No.
get Muppets doing? There it is. Here.
Muppet Scream, excited Muppet Scream. A collection of penguins. The Muppet penguins
Yes!
are stood in our background. Like doing the Muppet version of the Thriller dance. And they are a-cappella-ing it out.
This is everything I never knew
This
I
is
always
so
wanted.
good.
There's a
So
collection
happy.
of Muppet penguins going. "Meh, meh, 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 meh." And I throw my headphones on.
Oh,
I am excited. Okay, I brought it back down. I've calmed myself. Serious matter. Right, as the lights go red, that was perfect. Okay. Sorry, I got very, very excited by all of that, and so happy. Sat in a chair in front of a large makeup mirror. The mirror is black. You cannot see the reflection. There is the vague silhouette of a human, which is very strange. Everything else in this world thus far has been a puppet. And it is sat there, not saying a word. How do you approach?
I kind of feel like this is a deep dive moment
Yeah.
to like that. Read the room.
Okay, yeah, go for it.
You want me to?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is a 10.
A 10. So you get to ask 3. But obviously, you have
I ask
the,
2, and then you ask me 1.
Okay, yeah. So, what are your 2 questions?
What here is not as it seems?
Mhm.
And what here could I use to defeat the vampires?
Okay. So, to answer these questions, before I ask you my question, what here is not as it seems? The answer is Vincent Price. Fairly obvious answer. What here could I use to defeat the vampires? Sorry, the little asshole part of my brain just said violence. Like,
I mean,
that's not the answer. But yeah, I suppose strength is the easy answer. To, however you wish to interpret that: strength with heart, strength with friendship, strength with bonds. just strength, whether that be inner or exterior. I think all forms of that work. And I feel I should ask you, what was done here recently?
Ooh. Recently, someone made Vincent Price a Heartless.
Okay, I like it. Does anyone else have anything they would like to do before I do some narration wibbly wobblies?
I would like to use the let me find the name of it again. From the ether.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna try to summon a steak.
Okay, so how does From the Ether work?
Okay. Okay. When confronted with a daunting obstacle, roll with mastery. On a 10 plus, you get the item you need. On a 7 to 9, you get something serviceable. On a miss, you invite danger.
Okay. With that, please roll your mastery.
Okay. Mastery. My mastery is a +2. Five and a 2, that's 7, +2 is 9.
Okay, so you get something serviceable.
I have
Okay.
something in mind, but
Okay, so I have immediately the first thing that came into my mind, and I want to hear what your. I will share what mine is, and then share what yours is. My mind is you get a steak, a literal slab of meat.
that's exactly what I
Yup.
As a T-bone with a bit of a bone sticking to it. It's a big slab of meat.
Yeah, just like a T-bone steak.
Oh, that's perfect.
I'm gonna grab it, stare at it, sigh.
Hey, Statler, yeah? Do you think that's what they wanted? No, I think it was a mistake. Oh!
Xylene, would you
You're
like
so
to do
good
a...
at that.
I'm gonna hold off for now.
Okay, yeah. So, Vincent Price. This is so wild. I was just about to say, Vincent Price turns around and faces down the Muppet team.
Their teen ghost of Scooby-Doo ass shit going on.
We got a felt human, we got a felt monster, and we got Statler and Waldorf cat boys.
Bear in mind, like, Bobo is also stood behind you. Because Bobo just opened the door to let you all in. You know what? Kermit. Kermit is also in this scene. Kermit is hanging from a ceiling. He's hanging above Vincent Price.
Does
But
he have a
we'll
little
explain-
cloak?
Yeah, he's got a little cloak round and wrapped around, going,
Well,
Kermit the Vampire here.
I guess I would like to suck your blood. You know, maybe if that's okay. All right, cool. Thank you.
Vincent Price turns around. His makeup chair is a swivel chair, apparently. As he turns around, he's got a little bib makeup thing around his shoulders and neck, and he pulls it off. Underneath, there is a deep red cravat. The cravat kind of slithers out into a large snake-like being. The snake seems to be tied There is a string of darkness leading up to Kermit. There is a string of darkness leading out to the penguin thriller dancers. Vincent Price himself is incapable of moving. He is sat firmly in the chair, eyes glowing bright yellow, as this red cravat snake grows and slithers out and fills the room, the Harkness insignia emblazoned on its head as two yellow eyes flash open wide as its mouth, formed from the bottom end of the tie, just kind of opens and goes. I did not know I was making this today. No.
When people say every day is a gift, this is what I imagine they mean.
You are fine. Okay, someone has to. Cat Jack, I trust you. This needs a really punny name because it's a giant snake tie cravat thing. If this was an enemy name, what would it be called? What is the name of this Heartless?
I have one, but
I have
it's
so
really
many
bad.
options.
Like really bad.
Go for it.
Rat tile snake.
Oh,
Yes. Okay,
I
you know
told you
what?
it was bad.
that's good.
Because of that, obviously
Named
its head is coming out of the back.
Sybil.
The rattle, every now and then, Vincent Price will shake entirely in the chair. And instead of making that sound, it's just Vincent Price going. Shush, 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 shush. Who would like to do something?
Can I try doing a limit break?
Yes, please.
Ooh.
Okay, so a limit break is when you help out your friends or create an opportunity for them, you roll with light. I am going to yell, catch! And throw the stake for Xylene to catch and use.
Okay.
So rolling with light, so that's 0. Ooh, 11.
Nice.
11. Heck yeah.
So you get +1.
Yeah. So you can add +1 to your roll, and you now have a stake.
Oh, goodness.
It's so ridiculous. I love it.
Love it so much.
Stadler or Moldorf, do you want to do anything before Xylene tries to do anything first? Or
Yeah, I think the idea too. Let's see. I'm gonna cast some magic.
okay, yeah.
Remember,
We
you
know
have
magic.
+1.
I do. And that is a 6 + 1. Okay, 7. Whew. So
I
1.
believe I choose one. I believe you get to choose one.
Yes.
Pick one.
Oh. I'm going to have it bypass defenses.
Ooh.
And I'm going to cast it on the stake.
Steak.
Okay, how does this look?
Need a good pun. I wasn't prepared for the pun. Oh no. Panic. Hey, Statler! Statler! Oh no! We've merged! Oh no! Statler, yes! Hey, Waldorf, what? You're vamping! Haha! No, they are! But... I don't know. Something with stakes. This hurts so much. Wow, I've actually just... I totally blanked on it. Oh, now you can't make a mistake! Oh.
Xylene.
So sorry, everyone.
This is now going to bypass defenses. So, what I'm going to basically say is, instantly, if you make an attack with this stake, it automatically deals great harm.
Okay.
What do you do?
I think I'm actually going to take a few steps forward, have the stake ready to go in hand, but then pause for a moment and just say, look, we're just trying to help. Let us help you. It might not be pleasant, but we just want to help here. Clearly there's something wrong. And I'm actually going to try to convince them to kind of back down from their assault.
Okay.
And I would like to use that this world is connected link thing for the
To
automatic
take
+10.
Okay. So you are trying.
Ooh.
Okay. Ooh. Ooh.
Yeah.
This could get
Ooh.
spicy.
Ooh. Ooh. Okay. So, as you make this comment, as you know, I assume you go up, you hold the stake up, and you go, look, we don't need to fight here. We can talk this out.
Mhm.
That moment, Vincent Price in his chair, who just got shaken, shook.
Not stirred.
Shooketh.
Shook.
As the ratile snake hisses and shakes, and Vincent Price goes, shush, 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 shush,
Stop it. I'm not your puppet.
and you see that the ratile snake seems to pull back and shirk a little bit as Vincent Price is trying to stand up and gain some control. At that moment, I'm going to have Kermit. Kermit is going to jump down from the rafters he was stood on, well, clinging to. And okay, who is Kermit going to attack? Kermit is going to try and bite. You know what? I can just roll a dice. Okay, so I rolled a 4, so treat that as a D3. Is going to try and attack Sadler and Waldorf.
Oh no!
He's just going to go. So strike with intent. That is an 8 on the dice. I can't imagine Kermit having much dark. Surprisingly enough, I didn't make stats for Kermit. So he's gonna deal harm and is going to. I'm gonna say Kermit's gonna take control of the situation here, and by doing that, Kermit lets go of the rafters, which apparently are there, with his feet. Spread his little cloak out and go. So I'm just gonna, if you don't mind. I mean, you don't really get a choice. I'm your boss, but I'm just gonna suck your blood. And with that, taking control of the situation, the ratile snake is going to disconnect from Vincent Price and connect to Kermit as its primary host.
Oh.
And with that, the ratile snake, as Kermit is coming down, it envelops around Kermit and this large red cravat snake, which now is merged with Kermit, Kermit's body is one with the snake, as the snake will bite down, dealing 1 harm on Stadler and Waldorf.
Which one does it bite?
I assume it just bites both of them. So,
Oh, okay.
It bites like one shoulder of one shoulder of the other.
Ah!
So, they now have so that is control the situation. You might have Vincent Price seems free right now from this Heartless.
How's he looking? Is he kind of, out of it? Is he?
He's present. He's once again a bit shaken, a bit shooketh. But Vincent Price looks like Vincent Price could help out here. I feel I'm saying Vincent Price a lot, but I really just need to hammer that in just because of how wild this is. This is ridiculous. Now, do I want the Thriller Penguins to do anything, or are they really just there for setting and aesthetic?
They're like the background in like Mortal Kombat, the cheer.
Oh, yeah.
You know what? The Thriller Penguins are there for background and aesthetic, and maybe if anything happened to Kermit or anything like that, the Rat House Snake could probably move hosts and do something like that. But for the moment, it's going.
The fight music is them honking Thriller.
Yeah. So that brings us back round to you lot to make a move. What would you like to do?
I'd like to form a link with Vincent Price.
Please, what link would you like to try and make with Vincent Price?
A mastery link.
Noise.
Are you going to teach Vincent Price how to use magic? Is that the idea here, or are you trying to learn?
Why do you think Vincent Price doesn't already know magic?
Well, this is
Vincent
true.
Price is a master of the mystical arts.
Vincent Price just is magic.
Yes.
Okay, I just had a terrible idea, and it's going to have to wait till next turn. But okay, so you want to try and form some kind of teacher-student link. Like, what is it that Vincent Price is doing right now? Is it just you want to learn how to have that much fortitude that even after being possessed by Heartless, you can just stand up and be like, I am Vincent Price. I will do whatever I need to do because I am, quite frankly, an astounding person. Is that what you want to learn?
So, fun fact, Vincent Price had an album out called Witchcraft Magic, An Adventure in Demonology, where, he's discussing some such things as witchcraft in history, the world of spirits and demons, preparation for magic, how to communicate with the spirits, because, of course, Vincent Price made an album about magic.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's from 1969, for those curious.
Nice.
So
convenient. Look at our team.
Please roll to make a mastery link.
Come on. That is an 9. Do I get a +1 for it being my lowest?
For your lowest, you get experience.
Okay.
Okay, so mastery, not 9. The link move doesn't trigger, or the link wasn't what you intended. I'm okay with it just saying the link move doesn't trigger because that only triggers the light links anyway for you. So we'll do that. You gain a mastery link with Vincent Price. And what would you like to do with that?
So Statler and Waldorf will look out at Vincent Price. Hey, Vincent! Aren't you like a master of the mystical arts? If so, you could do something about it. I don't know which one. Oh, I was thinking more wizard. Ho, 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 ho.
Right. I could do something about it. And I should do something about it. And I will do something about it. At that moment, Vincent Price holds out his hand and materializes a Keyblade.
Ooh.
This is
Yes.
the best thing ever. Oh my god.
Vincent Price, Keyblade Master.
What does
Obvious.
Vincent Price's Keyblade look like?
Okay.
This is everything I've ever wanted. I don't know. Oh god.
I feel like it needs a skull on the end of it.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
The handle. I feel the handle should just be a table with a bomb under it. So it's a table with a bomb under it. Then the shaft, I'm not sure, but we know there's a skull at the top.
Shaft is made of copper. He loved copper cookware.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there we go.
There we go. Vincent Price, the Keyblade Master. What is this?
So
This is so good. Okay, Vincent Price has jumped into the fray and will start assisting you after Rissix and Xylene take their moves.
I would like to spend a link.
Yes.
I would like to spend my link with Miss Piggy to gain advantage on a roll. And I will use my friends or my power to give the bonus to Xylene.
Okay, so Xylene, advantage. I believe in this. It's just you roll 3d6 and pick the top two. I think that's how it works. I will double check. Rolling with advantage. Yeah, 3d6, pick the two highest. So you have advantage with your next move, with your next.
Well, I think my next move actually should miss completely
It will.
because of
That's
the
how that
world
works.
link.
Oh, geez.
Okay.
Yep.
In that case,
I mean,
case,
I
I give
suppose-
it to someone else, or
I suppose what we can do is we can just like say, okay, so you have an automatic miss. That's fine, and then next turn you'll get the advantage.
Yeah, it's up to y'all. If you want to give it to someone else, go for it. Yeah,
You could
fancy
get
stuff
the
to take regardless.
price.
yeah, it was either you or
Yeah.
Vincent Price. So,
Okay.
yeah, I'll give it to Vincent Price. He's got the Keyblade.
Okay. So, Eileen, obviously your next thing is a miss. What do you want to miss on?
I was actually, because initially I was like, ooh, a light link with Vincent Price would be like my dream. But I was actually going to try to attempt to make a dark link with Kermit.
Okay, so that's an instant miss.
Mm-hmm.
So let me just double check what happens when you miss on a link. Dark isn't your lowest stat, is it?
No, it's my highest.
Okay, so that doesn't matter. So on a miss,
Oh.
so someone else gets a link.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Who could get a link here that would be most interesting? So I am going to say, I am going to say that Vincent Price makes a dark link with Kermit.
Yes.
Yeah. Like it.
That's totally fair though.
Yeah.
So I'm very okay with that. So Vincent Price, holding his Keyblade and being powered by Rissix, looks at Kermit and goes, "No, honestly, I find this whole thing rather derivative and somewhat beneath my talents. Now, prepare to fall, frog." As Vincent Price is gonna strike with intent, with advantage, to attack Kermit the Frog, who is currently being manipulated and controlled by a giant snake made out of a blood red cravat. That is a 10. So, Vincent Price gets to choose 2. So Vincent Price is going to deal great harm and take control of the situation. And by doing that, Vincent Price, you know what? How ridiculous an anime do we want this to be?
Oh, hell yes.
All right. So, Vincent Price stands up, Keyblade, powered by Rissix's magics, and forming this dark link with Kermit. As Vincent Price does stereotypical anime power up with entire upper body clothing, shirt, waistcoat, blazer, rip off. Vincent Price is jacked. Sword bound anime Vincent Price leaps in the air, Keyblade, dual double-handed, double-fisted, slams down on this giant cravat. And in doing so, he pins the cravat to the floor, this Keyblade piercing through it, pinning it to the ground as Vincent Price is holding it in place, emanating a potent magical aura, holding this thing in place, forcing it to spit out Kermit. Kermit is no longer merged this thing, it is just the Heartless on its own. As Kermit is spat out, rolls on the floor, and lands at Stadler and Waldorf's feet and goes, oh, sorry. Hi. What would you like to do? As by taking control of the situation, he has made this thing lose a turn.
Ooh.
You want to do the stab?
I have the steak.
Do the stab.
Yeah, I'm going. I will run over and try to stab the Heartless with the steak.
And
All
you
right,
have
go.
yes.
D6, not D20. I got an 8.
An 8. You can choose one.
And this is absolutely strike with intent. I mean, the situation's already kind of in control, so I guess I'll just go deal great harm.
Yeah. Okay. This will be the final blow. How does this look with the steak?
I feel like watching this anime Vincent Price scene, Xylene's Muppet jaw is just gonna drop and just hang open, whoa, and just sort of run over. And as she's running over, she'll sort of just slide over, sort of dropping to her knees with the steak. She'll pause for a moment to look up at Vincent Price and just be like, teach me your ways, stab.
As the steak pierces into the ratile snake, it kind of trembles and squirms, all of it kind of convulsing before it pauses and goes, and then explodes into small felt confetti. You have won. The darkness has been sought out and destroyed. The Muppet Theatre is safe once again, with the collective effort of Vincent Price, Keyblade Master, and Union Team 6 through 9. What is this madness? All right. This is not anything I have. Is there anything anyone would like to do in the immediate aftermath of everything?
I would like to try to establish a mastery, because seeing that badassery, absolutely just mass admiration right now.
Yeah, same.
Do we all want to try and learn from Vincent Price, Keyblade Master?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, yes, please, everyone, try and roll mastery.
Well, I already did.
And since mastery is my highest, that's a +1.
For you, yep.
Mastery, my lowest are kind of both heart and mastery because they're both -1. That's an experience, right?
Yes, it is.
Okay. So -4. I got an 8.
Same.
Okay, so an 8.
Yeah, same.
8, you get to make the link, but your link move doesn't trigger, so that's absolutely fine.
Okay.
Unless you desperately want your link move to trigger, and then in which case we'll get something not mastery.
I'm good.
Alright. Siri?
I already did, remember?
Oh, yeah, you did. I forgot. Yeah, you already learned yours. Yep.
Actually, this is a good question. How do you lock links?
I think you just say, I lock this link. Locking a link. Links were from where you draw power, but sometimes a link is powerful, signified through locking a link. When a link is locked, it doesn't disappear. Instead, it just becomes inactive. Okay, so for example, earlier, Rissix spent her link with Miss Piggy.
Right.
Rissix no longer has a link with Miss Piggy. However, if you have that link locked, that's just like, I always have this link. Even if I spend that link, I can get it back.
Ah.
But obviously, you only have so many link slots.
Yeah.
I think. I believe there's a limit. I don't know. I don't think so. I know they only benefit you to a certain point. Yes. So Matt, you just say, I lock a link. And then you just keep it forever, and you can use it as many times as possible for you. Just every time you lock it, it becomes inactive until you roll 10 plus on whatever stat that was.
Cool.
So that is how that works.
Okay.
Oh, were we? Everyone just being in awe of Vincent Price, Keyblade Master.
Oh yeah.
Muppet jaw just like, oh.
Yep. And
So that was pretty impressive.
That was like the coolest thing I have ever seen. Teach
Vincent
me
Price.
how to play this.
Vincent Price, Keyblade Master, dismisses his weapon. Still there, jacked, shirtless, and it's just like, it was certainly not what I had expected when I agreed to come to this world. I thought it was going to be rather light-hearted, but it was...
Light-hearted, more like heartless. Ho, 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 ho.
Yes, there was certainly something very unexpected. The darkness has never visited this world before. It was merely investigating, and then, to my surprise, the darkness was here. I'm not sure if it was laying in wait or if it followed me. Clearly, you three are not of this world.
No, but we're around.
Well, it is not my place to understand or pass judgment on those who can travel between the worlds. I have much greater things to deal with and comprehend. You, wrong. Kermit kind of stands up, dusts himself, and goes,
Oh, yes, I don't really know what happened here, to be perfectly honest. But if it helps, this whole thing started, a couple of days ago. We had another new person show up, another intern, as it were. No, they had a weapon a lot like yours, Mr. Vincent Price. It was very strange.
Can you describe what this new intern looked like?
So they were big, So obviously Vincent Price over here is.
and Kermit kind of touches his stomach, and then kind of makes like a noise. Kermit is very impressed by Jack Vincent Price. I am stuck on this mental image, and I will never.
Jojo
move past
Vincent
it.
Price.
And apparently Kermit is kind of low-key into it as well. So that is what we're going for.
I like it.
Yeah, he was, but like I suppose bigger. well, quite big, quite. But he wasn't particularly like calm. He came in here and started going on about destroying the darkness and finding the abominations. They told him we didn't have any abominations, but he rampaged on through. And oh, you should have seen him when he came across Sweetums. Sweetums had a scare for his life.
Finding the abominations. Huh.
Well, if you wanted an abomination, you just had to stick around for a show.
Well, I don't that's all I know. And then from that point on, all of a sudden the darkness seems to just like appear, because it is apparently Kingdom Hearts lore that the kings know about the darkness, and also about the existence of other worlds. And technically, I, as Kermit, am king, so I know of the existence of other worlds, apparently, in Kingdom Hearts lore. Don't question it.
A little crab runs across in between us and Kermit. Just meta.
I love the meta crab. With Swedish Chef chasing after it.
Yes, absolutely.
The crab. Oh, the crab.
The crab cakes.
Oh,
This has been so wild. This might be the best first session of anything I've ever done, ever.
Amazing.
This is fantastic.
yeah, it's great.
Okay, so is there anything you would like to do with this information? Is this really more of a thread than like a hook or anything like that? Like, there's not loads of information. There's definitely something to work off of for the future. Is there anything you would like to do immediately with it now? Or are you happy to go, all right, job's done. Back to the library where we live.
I don't think we got a lot of information on like the physicality of this, what they look like physically and all of that, so I don't know if there's much we can
Yeah, all we know is they're big and had a keyblade.
and not particularly calm.
Yeah. I mean,
Kermit! The cameras were rolling when they were here, right?
Oh.
Well, that's probably a really good thing. We should check that out. The plot
To the
convenience,
editors!
Isn't it really nice that, for convenience of a plot, we keep the surveillance stuff right here in the guest stars room, because I don't want to walk anywhere else.
with that, mirrors flip around, it's a whole bunch of surveillance, and they rewind, and you see a whole bunch of wacky Muppet stuff. Whatever Muppet stuff you can think of that's wacky. You just see some guy throwing a fish boomerang, and then you rewind a little bit further. Actually, you know what? First thing that comes up, you just see someone getting slapped in the face with a fish. You rewind a day ahead, and you see the dude throwing the fish. You see Sam the Eagle. You see an image of him, like low key, like what's the most un-American thing Sam the Eagle could do? Aside from give a crap about social care.
Wear a Canada t-shirt.
Yeah, you see Sam the Eagle come in wearing like a Canadian sweater, like a
Toronto
hoodie
Maple
that
Leafs.
says-
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sam's a huge hockey fan.
And then another bit of rewind, you see Robin like just existing, and then quickly like someone grabs and pulls him off and like pulls him away from the camera, like, you don't exist anymore. And then you see the net rewinding a little bit further. You see a very like stereotypical like leading man type looking dude. So like tall, like big square jaw, blonde hair, like short, groomed nicely, blonde hair, muscular, like arms full on display, like huge muscles, big perfect white smile, like very over the top. I am the hero type looking dude who just kind of arrives, and you see him, and the image shows him in like the green room, just like flipping the table up and like getting some chickens in the corner, like pulling out this weapon. His weapon, by the way, his keyblade just looks like a huge arm, like a huge muscular arm flexing, and then at the head of the arm is holding a small keyblade. Because that is this dude's entire personality. I am strong.
Oh my god.
And dogs. What are you doing?
Dogs don't like him either.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't like the sound of this dude I'm describing. They really do not.
Nope.
And it shows him like wielding his weapon, like pointing at a bunch of chickens who are just sat in the corner going, and he's like shouting at them and waving his weapon around, like very over aggressive, just like all the worst aspects of what someone who clearly thinks they are in the right would be doing.
Like John Cena, but worse.
So
I was really like what chat said. Yeah, Blonde Gaston was my first thought.
basically, Blonde Gaston. Like that's it. It's a very over exaggerated, Eurocentric ideology of the perfect leading man, but twisted to, the overly pious, self-righteous, terrible human being.
Who's that supposed to be? The Toxic Avenger? More like toxic masculinity. Oh!
So you have now seen the face of goodness?
Question mark.
The
Question
face
mark.
of the enemy.
Is there anything anyone would like to do right now? After seeing all this, obviously you stood there in the room. Vincent Price is also stood there, still shirtless, by the way, and just looking real good. I didn't think this game would become a Vincent Price fan cast.
And here we are.
Oh my god, we're just gonna collect like unexpectedly jacked friends, and then the very last episode's gonna be a dating game. It's like Dream Den with Keyblade Masters.
God,
Oh my
yes.
gosh.
That's something I didn't know I needed until right this moment, but damn do I need it.
Yeah. Technically, yes, we could do that. Okay. Exhale out. We will put that in the back corner, and we will work with that. So Vincent Price is just looking at this and going, I don't recognize this one. It's been a good few years since I was last at the, since I last stopped back at Skylight at Kalem. So this could be a whole new class of Keyblade wielders running around now. This clearly did not have a particularly good master, or perhaps they just did not listen to their master particularly well. It's a shame to see. Kermit is just sat there going, "Oh, well, yeah, that's the guy. He scared those chickens real good. Oh, real bad. Is someone scared real good, or is he scared real bad?"
I guess it depends on whether or not you like being scared, which the chickens don't look like they really did. Well, maybe that one, but we're not here to kink shame the chickens.
No.
So, you have located the source of darkness in the Muppet Theatre, and it was clearly this person who came through just a few days ago.
Is there anything left of the cravat, by the way?
In this... Pardon?
Is there anything left of the cravat? Or did it just kind of like poof?
do you want there to be anything left of the cravat?
I just don't know if we like take things back for the boss or something, or if we just go, yep,
Yeah, you know,
orbs.
you can take something back with it.
Just like bag up some of the confetti.
Yeah, you know what? The cravat, when it like poofed away, all the confetti formed into perfect miniature cravats that would fit a regular
Really great.
person. So there's just a whole bunch of them.
Yes.
Accessories.
Yeah, you know what? They're all in different colors. Just because I think I like that vibe.
I love it.
Hell yeah.
I'm just very happy for. Oh no, I'm just very happy for Winky Gomu in the chat because they are bringing up some really good, like, let's not king change the chicken. There's not a really good for here today. Surprisingly,
I mean, it's
Jack.
not what I thought I'd say today, but here we are.
Surprisingly, Jack, Blade wielder, Vincent Price. Not something I ever thought I'd say. I slapped Miss Piggy with a tray of hat. Like, Miss Piggy feels very. Today has been full of wild sentences I never thought I would say.
And this
So
is
it's
just
very
how we
appropriate
started.
considering Muppet Theater.
Right.
It's so good. All right. So is there anything at all anybody would like to do whilst here in Muppet Theatre, or do we just want to pop open that door to darkness and head back to Hollow Bastion and prepare for next time?
Well, we could head back, or we could stick around here a little bit longer. I'm of two minds. I'll say, please get me out of here.
And I think that's our answer.
Yeah, I think that's on that note. I think we should go. It's been a pleasure. Thank you. And yeah, let's go.
It's been real weird. Bye-bye.
Real something.
So, as you go and you are about to create your door to darkness and disappear, Vincent Price, Keyblade Master, is like, oh, you can. Do you have a ride out of here? I've got a small ship, and you've just disappeared. And he goes like, huh? Creatures disappearing into the darkness. I can do something with that. Pulls out a notepad and starts writing something as he walks off.
Oh, and then like a paw appears back out and just drops a piece of paper with a phone number. And then...
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, I'm
So-
crying a little.
So, with that, we will end today's session with having wrapped up at the Muppet Theatre and returning back to Hollow Bastion. So next time we'll pick up, we'll probably do some downtime, maybe set up where we're going for next session, all of that. Well, I don't know. We will figure it out, because I don't want to get distracted and talk about training, because we are on something of a clock here. So, that'll be for next time. I have been the Bardic Knock. You can find me on the internet, Twitter, Twitch, Patreon, and YouTube, all on the Bardic Knock. Wow. That is all I have to say about this. I'll let players do their thing. Then I will talk a little bit about Nerds with Dice, and then I should find who to raid. So while I'm doing that, players, could you talk about yourselves briefly and say words and such about who you are, where you come from, and so on and so forth? Capjack, who are you?
Hey everybody, I am Capjack. You can find me here on Wednesdays with this amazing crew. I don't even... I came into this expecting it was going to be wild. This is just so much even better than I could have possibly dreamed. I love this. And this is just us getting started. I have no idea where we're going to go next, but I imagine it's going to be just as off the rails as this, so I'm excited for it. And yeah, outside of that, you can occasionally find me on my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/CaptainJCross. But outside of that, here's where you're gonna find me. So yeah.
Kay, who are you?
Hi, I'm Kay, aka Undead Kay. You can find me here on Wednesdays playing this amazing game. Did not anticipate any of the shenanigans today, but I needed it. I don't think I've laughed this much in days, so super needed this. This was amazing. You can also find me over on my Twitter from time to time. I post things. It's just K_undead. And you can also find me on my own Twitch channel doing things and stuff and junk. Just twitch.tv/undeadk, and yep, that's me.
And last but certainly not least, Lauren, who are you? What other amazing stuff do you do?
I am your friendly internet chicken kink shamer.
God.
You can find me on Twitter at Sithwitch. You can also find everything I've done professionally, everywhere I've been professionally, on my website, lwsalinas.com. And in addition to being here every Wednesday, yes, I am also a podcaster on the Marvel podcast, Legends of S.H.I.E.L.D. We are recording our last episode of Daredevil Season 3 tomorrow, Thursday, and we're moving to Sundays so we can start talking about WandaVision. I'm very much looking forward to this. And it appears I'm going to eventually be something of a rotating guest host on the Star Wars podcast, Followers of the Force. So if you like Marvel, if you like Star Wars, if you like audiobooks, you know where to find me.
So, one thing before I shout out all the Nerds of Dice stuff and say who we're going to raid. WandaVision. Is it still Paul Bettany playing Vision?
Yes.
Yeah.
My mum used to babysit him.
What?
Really?
What?
Ah! Just drop that real quick.
Yeah, in between finishing school and going on to nursing, going and getting her qualification in nursing, my mother worked as an au pair, and was the au pair for Paul and his twin brother. So I've met Paul Bettany. I've hung out with his dad, Thane. Really cool people.
Good to know.
Oh, that's so cool.
Wow.
Yeah, oh god, it's been like 10 years since I last saw Thane, but Thane was like in his like 80s, 90s, still a professional Shakespearean actor. Just
Wow.
cool people, really cool people. So that is my closest claim to fame. Aside from I shared a dressing room with Ed Sheeran when he was like 17, and I've seen him naked, which was weird.
Throwing it out there.
Who are you?
A professional.
I am someone who used to be an actor, and then I quit because it's a horrible industry.
I am someone who used to be a genetics lab worker, and now I'm an actor. So, not bad for someone who was kicked out of drama.
And now I get to talk about surprisingly jacked Keyblade Master Vincent Price. So, huge thank you to Nerds with Dice, who, by the way, you should be following if you have not followed here on Twitch. You're here, you're viewing it, click that follow button. It is absolutely free. Consider subscribing if you have the income to do so, because subscribing helps the channel grow and do more amazing stuff. You join the Discord server, because the Discord server is the lifeblood of this place, where we can build games and get stuff going and all of that. Follow them on Twitter, and that is at NerdsWDice. Also, check out Nerdy Teddy. She keeps this stuff running and afloat, and yes, check all that out. There's other games which there should be an ending screen to throw on, which we'll do before we do the raid. That's all the Nerds with Dice stuff. Check that out. It's been a wonderful time. Thank you to my wonderful players. Thank you to the wonderful audience for making all of this at least twice as much fun. And we are going to raid Discount Bard, who, by the looks of it, they're doing some reaction to Vampire the Masquerade something or other, and so we'll do that. But we'll throw on to an ending screen, which I believe we should have. Do we have that capture?
Yes, we do.
We'll throw onto that for about 15 to 30 seconds, and then do the raid. So, until next time, stay safe, and happy adventures, everybody.
Bye.
Bye. Bye-bye.